on the ground, get their offensive line going, and their defense certainly has to play a whole lot better than it did in 2022.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Dolphins, we know about the weapons on offense on the perimeter. But do you think this is a team, Charles, that needs to step it up defensively to go to the next level?
I do, and they have the pieces in place. They have excellent players. Perhaps the new system that's been brought in will give them that edge that they need in the AFC East.
Just about set for football. The veteran Matt Gay has it teed up, and we are underway now at Lucas Oil Stadium. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his fourth NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
Injuries overshadowed a great season from Tua last season. He led a Miami passing game that was one of the best in the league, and even more importantly, took them to the postseason for the first time in 6 years. That jump they were looking for from him, it absolutely occurred.
Start the drive with Wilson, and he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Now they'll change things up. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got hold of that last play. The forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
And the Colts are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Richardson looking to throw this.
That's caught by his tight end, Kylan Granson. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Play action. Now Richardson.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now a 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, let's go.
They go play action with Richardson.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
In motion is McKenzie. And Richardson looks to throw once more. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Second down, here's Richardson. And his throw here is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone.
7 Pirates, ready! Let go.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Back-to-back incompletions, and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Gay's kick is good, and the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball away, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Now Tua on the bootleg here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And that's on Austin Jackson, first-round pick in 2020. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they can't bring him down. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A crazy sequence here. A huge game that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it here. This one deep for Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we...
Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Kylan Branson And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Miami set to take over. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 69 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mostert is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that is going to be wide to the right and no good, but penalty flag shower in. And I think this is going to wind up a first down. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in his first half, he's missed an extra point. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
The There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. In motion is McKenzie. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set them back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Tua. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, and one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. For a real head-scratcher there. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Richardson to throw off play action.
offside here by Granson. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They can't beat us straight up.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
It's showtime, baby. That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. Let's play. Let's play now, baby. Let's play. Let's roll. Let's focus in on what we got to do here. Let's go do this thing. Once again, we got to get it done as a group. Okay, break. 18, ready.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play. And number 1.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
From his own end zone, Tagovailoa, 3rd and long. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it. Tua on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Big strides, look at him go. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Tua going to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Tua now on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Well, Tua's going to change things up. On 2nd down, Tua. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball. The surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackman. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. A final shot before the half. Richardson. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. What a first half we saw from the number 4 overall pick back in April, Anthony Richardson. He connected on a touchdown pass in that first half, and that's a big part of why his guys lead at the break. Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half, and to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
On first down, Richardson. Airing it out deep for Woods. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprise doesn't pay off, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Richardson on the bootleg here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball through, and it's second down.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They run with the All-Pro from a couple of years ago, Jonathan Taylor. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third.
On third down, here's Taylor. And he'll get this down only to the 18. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
19 tight.
Richardson on 4th down. And they're going to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down. It's a gain of 7 on 4th and 4. To the right side, this is Taylor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Dolphins' 11-yard line.
60 Bobcat.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now it's Richardson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Richardson off the play fake. It's Pierce with the catch along the sideline. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson. Looking for Pearson, he's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. On play action, Here's Tua, and he'll be brought down by the Colts. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee you quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took a win.
Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
No shock here. For the 7th time in this game, it appears they'll go for it on 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense has gone for it 5 times already. They're now going to go for a 6th 4th down try. They're going to try and throw. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th.
Come on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Colts. No Alley Cox. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
They fake the handoff, now Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Richardson to throw off play action. He's caught Michael Pittman with it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. First and 10, Taylor now. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Second down and 8. Now Richardson going to shift things up. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Colts take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Miami set to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Ready.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action, Richardson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Play action. Now Richardson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked at the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it